Yeah, so then I think regarding the finance, then you need to first, to find some source how to generate the finance, how to generate the money, and the best way how to generate and earn money is to do something what you like, what brings you fun, what you are able to take responsibility for, and what is useful for the others, so that they are willing to pay you for your services or for your products or something for you do for them.
But you know that 90% of people don't do that. They don't do what they want to do and what they enjoy doing.
Well, this is the let's say illness of this time. Maybe not this time, but I would say even this time, because before the people actually have done what they needed to do, because just to stay alive. Thankfully, at this times we don't need to do just to stay alive, but then we need to learn actually what is our passion, what is our calling, what is our purpose. And you are right, for many people it is something what is not answered even after 50 years of researching and exploring. So definitely many people, they don't do what they would like to do or what they have some disposition for, but that's something what they have to learn. This is the part of their learning procedure. Anyway, the best thing to generate the cash, remaining with the money topic, so then to generate the cash, to earn the money is okay, set up some company or do some business which is, let's say, a mirror of your passion, which is a mirror of your joy, and you like it, so that you stay with this for long term, not just a very short period of time to speculate for something. Okay, sure, but the best thing is be long term, to become some specialist in the field. Yeah, and then.
And once you get the money from this chosen job, what would your advice be for the best way to use that money efficiently?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so then, okay, let's say then you do what you like, or okay, and then you earn the money, you get the money, the people are willing to pay you. So then at these days, probably the worst thing you can do with your money is keep them in cash or on your current account, or even on your account. So then you need
Why is that the worst thing?
Okay, why is that the worst thing? Is because such or current amount of new money coming in the economy, in the monetary system, is extreme high. So the banks are printing a lot of money, so that's a part of why there is a high inflation. And if you start a year with 100 some monetary units, then at the end of this year, this 100 units could be in our country perhaps 90. So from 100 after 1 year you have 80 units. So there is a huge devaluation of these monetary units, in our case Czech crown, but there are many other countries currently. Okay, Lebanon, this current situation, then Argentina or Venezuela or some other countries, there's huge devaluation of money. Russia now, also Turkey. So having the fiat money, the state money, is probably not the best way how to keep the value you earned by providing your services, by doing your job.
But I suppose you should have a certain amount in your bank.
Yeah, sure.
In case, I don't know how much, but enough to cover some potential problems.
Absolutely, yes. You keep some cash, sure, for the daily life or for some classic general buyings and investments. But let's say to keep your energy also for your future. I mean, you put some energy in your business, in your job, and to keep this energy also in the future, not to allow to devaluate this energy. Then you need to find some better asset, not the money, because asset they are huge devaluated, and not only this, even if they are not, then still this money are already not actually the mirror of real value. This is just, let's say, papers or bills of the trust of the people, and this is very fragile at these times. So I believe after you earn the money, you get them for your services from the people. Maybe the best way is to transform them into some assets.
So like real estate, for example?
Yes, now we can discuss what it should be or what it could be. Real estate is one possibility, gold is another possibility, but still all these two assets. Now at the Czech Republic, real estates, I heard the next year they will hire the taxation of real estates. They did it several years ago, now again. So then you are never sure how much they will tax you for having real estate. And instead of how you say odměňovat.
Like rewarding?
Yeah, instead of rewarding people for being a good
citizen?
Oh yeah, economist or a citizen, exactly. You try to keep the value in the real estate. They
punish.
Yeah, they punish you. Have an asset. So this is the risk of the real estate. Then also the if you want to rent the real estate, some flats or so, then also there is a let's say marked of let's say the people who rent the assets, and there are some rentals, and it's too fragile for me. Just put the money into real estates. I don't say it's bad. Not sometimes it could be very good return.
Better than keeping it in your bank.
Absolutely better than keeping it in my bank. And regarding gold, is definitely also one of alternatives, especially because gold is really a store of value. It's and if you look at this how it is called, this stock to flow ratio. So this is another very important feature regarding if you evaluate something what can keep the value, then stock to flow ratio is very important. So gold has one of the best, maybe even the best from another alternative, but we have here something even better, and I would say this is the way you can go regarding your cash. Transform the cash to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is, from my point of view, real money, having all the features what money, the real money, the sound money, the healthy money should have. And if you take a look into history, then you see that the market itself generated gold as the real money, as the sound money, because there are some mechanical, physical, important features you need for the money. This is really physics. This is physics. You cannot somehow speculate even on that. So you need some means which is a store of value. You need something which is divisible. You need something which is transparent. You need something which store the value. You need something which you can transfer to other country in time, and then you need something which is also uncorruptible. So there is nobody who can somehow manipulate with the value. With fiat currency, you can do it without no problem. With gold, it's much more harder. With real estate, yes. With the real estate, you can manipulate the real estate. So attractiveness. So then you have Bitcoin here, and I really don't see no arguments which would be against the very natural features which this Bitcoin has as the soundest, the most healthy money ever. So
you're saying it's completely impossible to be corrupt within Bitcoin, to manipulate Bitcoin, because it was created by man. So surely there must be some way that people can take advantage of it.
You will need then 51% of the computing power of the whole network to somehow diverse Bitcoin or make fork for Bitcoin, which is impossible. And even why would you do it? This is the why would you do it? This is even the motivation here is very important to ask why somebody would do it. So then they are trying to make some other cryptos, and but this is always somehow managed by some group of people, which again is corruptible like the fiat currency at the end. So I don't say there is some good idea behind this also, but still you cannot deny the fact that behind Bitcoin there is at this time and for long time, nobody. So there is just a protocol, very pure, easy, let's say, application program which ensure the fairness of this transparency. So, and there are some advantages against the gold, like you can transfer a lot of value to the network. With gold, you have definitely big problems, and because of anti-inflation, let's say, algorithm, the Bitcoin would be after next halving even better money regarding stock to flow ratio than the gold. So like a store of value, I believe there is nothing better than the Bitcoin. So then first you earn your money, you do your services, you do your job, and then you need to somehow invest or store the value of your money. So then I would say, transfer it to the Bitcoin. It's my suggestion.
And how do you transfer it to Bitcoin? Like for me as a novice, for example, I see on the news all the time people invest some company and that company invests in Bitcoin, but then that company can take advantage of abuse. Is that not true, or is that other cryptocurrencies and not Bitcoin?
Yes, but the majority of the Bitcoiners are, let's say, the persons, or let's say physical or corporate persons, corporates which trade or buy the Bitcoin or sell the Bitcoin as a self-custody. So they manage the Bitcoin by themselves. There is no intermediate. So directly, there is the vast majority of the participants of the Bitcoin network, and yes, in the close future, there will be very close, actually, very soon, till the end of the January, we will have the first results. There will be also the EFT funds, and that means there will be pretty big inflow of new money, because the people could invest in some fund which then will be based actually on the Bitcoin, just only Bitcoin itself. So, and the people don't need to take care or learn how to go into, let's say, Bitcoin network and how to buy Bitcoin and how to store the Bitcoin and so.
And that, what did you say? EFB?
EFT.
EFT is also uncorruptible.
Yes, then EFT is yes, EFT probably could be now corruptible as other funds could be, and sure, but this is, let's say, the next level above the, let's say, pure Bitcoin level. So for me, I chose to be directly into Bitcoin network, but for some people it could be then the evaluation of, let's say, responsibility which they have to take if they decided to be the real direct Bitcoiners on one hand, and on the other hand, if they decide to go through some corporate or some fund, then yes, then take a little bit. There is a good for them. They don't need to learn how to manage all the Bitcoin, and there is somebody professional who will do this for them with a little small risk that could be somehow corrupted. But this is something which could be anywhere always. But yes, there is perhaps also this small risk.
Still directly is the safest way.
If you take the responsibility and if you are willing to take the responsibility, yes, this is the safest way from my point of view. And sure, this is not all. Then you have, okay, you earn the money and then you transfer the money in some assets, let's say for Bitcoin, in Bitcoin. And, then you can leverage even or multiplicate even this and start to multiplicate the Bitcoin even through the credits, which is sounds a little bit contradictory, but you can take a credit. Definitely don't take a credit for some consumption goods like car or some, I don't know, TV set. But if you take a good credit for some investment or for some asset which will generate higher interest or higher profit than the interest you borrowed from the bank, then you make additional money, and besides this you also multiply the asset you already have. So this would be also another possibility what to do with Bitcoin. And at these days already there are some even companies which are able to lend you a money to give you a credit based on Bitcoins even. So not only based on real estate like a mortgage or so, mortgage companies or mortgage banks, but even real estate, which is even Bitcoin could be an asset which on base you get the credit, and you can even buy then more Bitcoin if you have a good strategy, and if you have interesting condition, you can earn even more through the interest difference and through your let's say timing and through your vision, because the Bitcoin itself is rising in the value because the features we already mentioned, not because there is a lot of speculative people who speculate on Bitcoin and who are now bullish. Yeah, then there will be bearish period of time, but the bullish and bearish, this is more speculation, but Bitcoin must, from my point of view, rise on its value because of the features it has. That's it. So
I can't think of anything else.
okay. we can remain with this, and then we can discuss this topic next time more.
You can cut it before the end.